Hello everybody, it's me, Mama B the Redneck Hippie. How y'all doing today? I'm doing pretty good. I actually got a few views on my last video and I am happy. Even got a comment, and to the ones who did that, bless your heart, thank you very much. At least I know I'm getting to a few of y'all out there, and that's awesome. Today's video is telling you a little bit about Mama B. Who wants to know about Mama B? I've told you little things, little snippets here and there, but we're going to kind of get a little bit in depth. Not that in depth, but here we go. Mama B, you keep talking about your spiritual journey. What is that, a religion? What is that? Well, I think of it more as a belief system. I believe in energy. I believe in the sun, the moon, the stars. Yes, there is a God, but it's all about the energy, positive, negative. I see some of y'all out there going, well, Mama B, aren't you just a big ball of yarn wrapped up in a boa? No. And thank you for that comment, Judgy McJudgerson. Got a middle name? Overcritical, okay? Judgy Overcritical McJudgerson. I'll call you J.O. for short. There you go. We'll work on that one right there. If you think about it, it's just science. You have the moon, you have the stars. The moon even controls the tides. It's energy. There's energy constantly, floods of energy coming from the sun. It's all about energy. There's positive energy, negative energy, and neutral energy. And you can see when you're dealing with people where they're full of positive energy, negative energy, or neutral. And you can see those people that are just happy and they're trying to help people, and you can see just the positive energy coming off of them. And then you see those negative people. You know who they are. Just negative. And then you see those people just kind of stagnant. There's your neutral right there. I, myself, am trying to work on the positive energy. I'm trying to take in as much as possible and send it out into the world. I want people who see me, see my aura, and go, that's a positive human being. And that's exactly what I'm looking on. Well, do you believe in God? Yeah. Yes, I do. I believe that God is a God and a goddess combined. And then there are gods up under them outstretched. So I believe in a multi-God system with an ultimate higher power. That's what I believe. Anybody else who believes different, more power to you. That's great. Don't judge me. I won't judge you. I'm not going to judge you anyway. Told you before, I come from Georgia. Come from a very country, very redneck, very conservative family. Church Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesday night, youth group on Thursday. Every 4th Sunday night, sing, revival in the spring and the fall. And we were there. Daddy was a deacon, chairman of the board of deacons, very conservative. So growing up, I had to live a certain way. Conformity was the only way growing up for me, thank you very much. I remember getting a haircut when I was about 15, and I let my sister, who was 14 years older than me, cut my hair. And believe it or not, it was a mullet, forgive me. But I was trying to look like Joan Jett. For all of you who don't know who Joan Jett is, you young folks, go look her up. She's awesome. Check her band, The Runaways, out before she had Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. Yeah, we own that one. And my mama completely freaked out. You cannot go out of the house looking like that. You look like some kind of... They used the term hippie, because hippie was anything that was not conformist. So, but I did it anyway. Let's start with my mama. My mama was raised in a very different way. This was not a traditional childhood. When my mother was 8 years old, my mother only went to the 3rd grade. She went to the first day in the 3rd grade, and you go, well, why? Didn't they care about education? Times were different. This was 1940, okay? And what was different about this was I had an uncle. My aunt, her older sister, was married and had kids, and they were taking care of their own family. Then my uncle was in the Army. This is right before the beginning of World War II. He was already in the Army. So you had my mom, my grandfather, and my grandmother at home. And then my grandfather got injured and thrown out of work for a year. And my grandmother was already helping take care of my aunt's kids, and she was taking them washing for money, so they needed somebody to go out and get a job. So guess who got to go out and get a job? My 8-year-old mother. She got a job working at a fancy hotel making beds when she was 8 years old. She couldn't cross the street by herself. My grandmother had to walk her to work. So we're talking about a tough-ass woman right here. Been working since she was 8 years old. She died, too, when she was only 63, unfortunately. So, having that life, she wanted everything right. That means when you walked out of the house, you had to look right, because we were not going to be considered white trash. Mama B was not raised that way. But I had the attitude of, I don't care. I want to look the way I want to look. But it was kind of, I hate to say this, beaten into me, because if any of y'all from the South know what a whooping is with a switch, you learn to conform with that going on. So I did. And from that point on, it was, you go to church, you marry right, you do. But I wasn't happy. You know, everybody cares about how it looks and not whether you're happy or not. I probably have less money, I know I do, less money right now because I was raised in working middle class lifestyle, married working middle class lifestyle. I have less money right now than I've ever had in my life, but I'm at more peace. Now I hope the money does come soon because Mama B really needs it. Not that I'm saying anything wrong with money, because if anybody got any extra they want to send, go right ahead. But that's not the main thing. It's that peace. And this journey I'm on has given me more peace. I've gone through some of the worst things. And I really think there is fate in the world, because I was a bit of a snob. I'm not a snob, but judgmental. You know, they shouldn't act that way. They shouldn't do that way. And the universe taught me a few lessons. It humbled me down that good people, bad things can happen to them. But if you get your mindset straight, the good things start coming. But you got to work at it. What else? Let's see. Like I said, traditional household. Got married at 24. Had a kid by 25. Not really who I was supposed to marry. Got married just to spite my mama. Tried to stay with him after the baby was born. Didn't work. Then, after he and I broke up, I lived with a woman for almost 2 years. That relationship wasn't that good either. Not that it was a lesbian relationship, wasn't wrong. There was nothing wrong with that. It was who I was with. And then after that, I met my husband, who is now passed, and I think that was meant to be. He was an older man, and it was very calming. And now I'm meant to be on my own. I could go out there and try to find somebody, but I think I'm kind of meant to be on my own right now. Because I've got to get my head right before I try to be with anybody else. Life is meant to be lived. But there are other people in this world, and you have to treat them kindly. And that's something I'm learning. It's not just that fake nice. You have to learn to be accepting of people. You have to learn to be nice to them. And that's what I'm learning. These are the lessons I'm trying to learn in life. I'm trying to learn that it's not all about money. It's not about being with somebody. Do you have the best husband or the best partner in life? It's about being with somebody who you love, who you enjoy, who makes you better, and you make them better. And that's what I'm looking for in life once I get my head straight. I have 2 kids. I have a 23-year-old son. He and I butt heads all the time. I'm a redneck hippie. He's just a redneck. Lord help me. You know, he's a Make America Great Again kind of guy. Mm, unfortunately. The other kid, 15, autistic, but brilliant, artist. They are fun-loving and intelligent and open-minded. Not that my son is none of those things. He is. He is. He's quite creative, and growing up, he had the best heart of anybody I ever met. It's just the world kind of got a hold of him a little bit with the Trump thing, and we butt heads. And, again, politically, well, you definitely must be a Democrat. Well, in some ways, yes. Are you a socialist? In some ways, yes. I don't want complete socialism because I'm into freedom. Well, what about libertarian? Well, they have aspects of that I'm into too. It's just, I believe people should free. You should be able to live the way you want to, raise your kids the way you want to, in freedom. And each political little group has their own things that are good and some aren't. You know, everybody talks about, okay, what are the big keynote things? Abortion. I could never have an abortion. It's just, I couldn't do it. But it's also not for me to tell somebody they can't or to judge them for doing it. So, that's free will. Gay, married, or bisexual myself. You want in on a little secret? I'm secretly married in my head to Patrick Stewart and Martina Navratilova. That's just the way it works for me. And so politically, I'm to the left. Yes, I'm to the left, but I'm for free health care. Just people free to live the way you want to, raise your children the way you want to, practice the religion you want to. That's what this country is supposed to be about. TV. Yes, I watch TV. I love movies. I'm a Marvel fanatic. Anything to do with Marvel. Yes, I'm a geek. Don't care. Call me that. Geek, nerd, dweeb. I don't care. Those titles don't bother me. I love Supernatural. What have I watched lately? What have I binge watched? I don't even know. Like I said, Marvel, Supernatural, anything sort of fantasy related I love. Star Trek. I was a Trekkie by the time I was 10. I love comedy. I love Will Ferrell. See, that's just it. See, it's diversity. I love sci-fi, but I love Will Ferrell. I just like his style of comedy. I love to watch documentaries. I love to watch history. Mama B's not exactly an idiot. You might think she's stupid because of the way she talks, but I'm not. I've gone to school. Didn't graduate college, but I did attend some. I'm not like my mama. I didn't quit school in the 3rd grade. My health, why isn't Mama B working? Well, I have a few health problems. When the 15-year-old was born, less than a week after her birth, I had a stroke and 3 grand mal seizures. I'm still trying to recover from that one. It's been 15 years. Still have to watch what I eat. I still have... I'm just trying to get healthy now. But Mama B is mainly a person who is trying to find herself, get in touch with herself. Because I'm trying to change the world, but the way the world's going to be changed is one person at a time, and you start with yourself. You start with yourself, you look inside yourself, and trying to be the best person you can be. Trying to be you. Things happen in this world, and everybody gets called courageous when they step out because, you know, if a gay person steps out, and yeah, it is courageous, but what upsets me is why does it have to be courageous for you to be yourself? we shouldn't live in a world where it takes courage to actually be what you were born as, or your likes and your dislikes, as long as they're not hurting anybody else. Oh, isn't that person brave? Yeah, they are, and it's a shame that they have to be. Love who you love. You're attracted to who you're attracted to. If you sleep around, that's your business. If you're monogamous, that's your business. I'm Mama B. I'm monogamous. I don't drink that much, and I don't do drugs. Yeah. But if those were the things you were doing, that's your business. As long as you're not hurting anybody else, that's your business. I think you're getting the gist of this. Mama B is like, live, be yourself. I also want to be a friend to any of those out there who are having trouble, who are feeling weird. Be weird. Weird is good. Different is good. Differences in people are awesome. I love to learn things. I love to learn new food from different countries, new languages. Stroke kind of screwed with my memory a little bit, so I have a hard time learning new languages now, but I love hearing them. That's the first thing I just wish. Everybody in this country seems to get mad when this is America, speak English. When I hear another language like that, I'm like, ooh, I wish I could speak that. Mentality, how you think. You got to train yourself. I grew up fishing. I grew up country music. And I still like country music. It's just some of the things they say now really don't fit in with my beliefs. But I love 70s, 80s rock. I was your typical kid. I grew up, when I was a kid, I wanted to be the Bionic Woman. Yes, yes, Jamie Summers. All you old folks, there you are. $6 Million Man. Teenage years were all Dallas and Dynasty. Sitcoms. That's it. Mama B is your traditional person, just with a different way of thinking. So that's what I'm saying. When you look and you see the average person walking down the street, you don't know what's going on in their mind. And all they're trying to do is conform so you don't see those differences. But then you see those people stepping out with goth makeup on, or men in dresses, or women dressing what is supposed to be men's attire, and people are looking. They're normal people. They're just normal people. They just want like anybody else. They want a decent place to live. They want to have love, and they just want to be themselves. So that's my main political party right there. I want to start a political party ourselves. Because the world keeps telling us you have to be this and you have to be that way. And I don't want it to have to be bravery. Well, I'm going to do this. It shouldn't be that way. But any of y'all who are struggling and you have a little bit of, there's something in your life, whether you be gay or whether you think a little bit different than everybody else, and you're thinking about telling somebody, go ahead. It doesn't matter the reaction. You've got to find that inside you, that you're happy with who you are. The world may not be. The world may not be, and it may not be perfect, but if you can find that peace in yourself, that's all you need. Plus, times may be bad, but they're going to get better. Like I said, Mama B's going through some rough patches right now, but I'm spending this year, it's going to improve. The universe is going to provide. As long as I'm doing what I have to do, as long as I'm putting the work in. I'm doing everything I can monetarily, I'm doing everything I can physically, I'm doing everything I can spiritually, and it's going to work out. I know that for a fact. That's the reason I'm showing y'all this. It's going to work out. It's all about, it's just positive thinking. No, there's powers in the universe. There is power in the universe. Y'all may think, well, that crazy woman's talking stupid shit over there. No, I'm not. Even scientists, there's energy all around us. They're even studying parallel universes. They may actually exist. But people talk like it's sci-fi fantasy. Yeah, I like sci-fi fantasy, but I'm not living in it. But I'm a fun-loving person. I love to laugh. I don't like to get sad. I can watch a good sad movie. Make you cry. You ever seen Marley and Me? Good God. Boo-hoo like a... I boo-hooed at Toy Story 3. Yeah, I'm a grown-ass woman, and I cried at Toy Story 3. So what? But that's what I enjoy doing. I love YouTube. I love to watch these crazy YouTubers. I love everything on YouTube. Now, some of it's a bit dumb, yeah, but they're just doing what they want to do. Nothing wrong with that. If you're putting makeup on, good for you. If you're doing crazy stunts, mukbang, whatever, yay. Yay for you. You're getting yourself out there. And I love that term, influencer. Yeah, you're trying to influence people. As long as it's positive, more power to you. Influence to the positive. Influence to the positive. Because the world's going to tell you to go out there and get this job and that job. Again, don't listen to the world. Listen to the universe. I know you got to have money to survive, but for goodness sake, go out and do something to make you happy. I used to be in security. It was alright. I enjoyed meeting the people, and I did get some gratification out of it, but this is what I'm meant to be doing. If I don't make any money out of it, okay. I'll do something else, but I'm still going to do this. Mama B ain't going nowhere. We going to talk. And I'm going to grow this channel. With y'all's help. Like, subscribe, share. There you go. Y'all been doing it. Thank y'all for that. I appreciate it. I truly do. And like I said, if any of y'all starting channels out there, give me a little comment. I'll like it. I'll do whatever I can. I don't know if I can share it. Mama B is so technically challenged. I'm going to tell y'all a secret. Mama B don't even have a cell phone. Now the kid, they got a cell phone. They need it to do their art and all. I want a cell phone. And I'm going to get the money and get a cell phone. By the end of this year, I'll have a cell phone. I'm doing all this on a little camera, putting it on my crappy computer. I can't even edit it. Can't even afford the editing software. But it's on the phone. But I don't have a phone. And it's more expensive. So if y'all have anything about the editing, why don't y'all send me some of that? Y'all can really help Mama B, because like I said, I'm an old woman who's technically challenged. I learned to work on a computer when I was 15 on those old Apple desk models from 1985. Probably came straight out of Steve Jobs' basement, for goodness sake. And so I kind of got away from it, and then a couple of years ago, yeah, I do my usual Facebook, and I watch YouTube on my TV. I'm high-tech enough to do that. But come join Mama B on this journey. Come on. Let's have some fun. Let's be stupid. Let's be positive. Let's be weird. Somebody wrote in the comments, that's where are all my weirdos at? Where are all my weirdos at? Let's go. Let's change this world. Let's make it a more positive world. Let's get out there and let's just wear the freakiest things you can wear out there. Wake everybody up. Let them know it's time to change. And most importantly, don't listen to the world. Listen to the universe. Get that good energy. And until next time, Mama B loves y'all.